You were working with BTS at some point? That was what is happening?
So I had I guess 2 opportunities.
Fashion black models that I know in Korea are all on braids or dreads. I did my hair curly for just a couple of months. 0 jobs.
If they book a white model, for instance, the white model's I don't really want this pay, so I want higher. They will accept that. However, if we ask, actually possibly increase the payment a little bit, they'll be sorry.
Because you're short, you're not going to get any roles. Because you're black, you're not going to be anything more than just an extra. But we will sign
the
you.
Agency said that?
The agency told me that.
Blatantly?
Yeah.
Bringing Korea one slice closer to the world with extraordinary and fun toppings. Welcome to the Korean Pizza Club, KPC. I'm your host, David Kim, and today we have special guests, as usual. Please introduce yourselves along with your favorite pizza topping.
Ooh. Hey everybody, my name is Vaughn. I'm from America, and my favorite pizza topping is pineapple.
What? You did not
That's
really.
controversial.
It's the only thing that should go on pizza.
Oh.
Are you for real or
Wait, are you messing with me?
Are you being sarcastic or no?
Pineapple goes on pizza.
Okay, you're gonna get a lot of hate comments 5 seconds into the video. You're gonna be who's this guy? Cancel him.
People who've probably never eaten a real pizza before, yeah.
Wow, okay, that's fun for you. And?
Hi, I'm Jerry and I'm from Nigeria. And my favorite pizza topping is pepperoni.
Pepperoni, okay.
Try to keep it simple.
A man with class.
Shots fired here.
The host is biased here. Okay, next.
Hello guys, my name's Iyanu. I'm from England, and my favorite pizza topping would be mushrooms.
Mushrooms.
Yeah.
Okay.
You can't go wrong
Slides.
with them.
A mushroom.
Yeah.
Okay.
With other stuff too, but
Yeah, okay. So we have 3 very attractive, amazing people here today. I think I first saw Jerry's video. I was really drawn to his insights of insightful videos in Korea, asking Korean people or foreigners in the streets. And then I saw his Instagram and he was model, all that kind of stuff. So I was oh, okay.
Clearly.
And then I was oh, wait, I know another model. And then I thought of Iyanu. We had we done vlogs together a couple years ago, and I was okay, let's hit her up. And then I saw you guys as mutuals, and I think you were on a video from Awesome. Right. So I was oh, he's a model too. So I was okay, we have the Avengers here. So yeah, you guys are all black models in Korea, right? And I would love to hear some stories about your experiences, how you got here, the careers, all that crazy stuff. So that's why we're here today. In regards to your careers or activities in Korea, could you tell us a little bit more about yourself, what you've been doing and stuff like that? Yeah. Anybody?
Take it away, Iyanu.
Oh, wow. You really put me on the spot.
Okay, Iyanu.
Well, firstly, I came to Korea about now 6 years ago as a student, and I was living here studying, and then somehow started modeling very randomly after Fashion Week. And yeah, I've just been doing commercials, PT, acting sometimes, and just a bit of everything within the entertainment industry.
Wow.
Yes.
I mean, I know Iyanu is very talented because I've been to one of her gigs, and her singing is amazing. Have you guys heard her sing?
I've heard her sing in videos, not in person, but yes, amazing.
It's amazing.
It's
amazing.
Never heard her sing, but I would love to hear.
Do you have a clip of yourself singing?
Somewhere.
Okay, I might have to insert that to verify, but
yeah.
Yes, she's amazing. And I recall on your Instagram feed that you were working with BTS at some point? That was what is happening?
So I had I guess 2 opportunities. So first was their Samsung commercial with BTS, and actually I guess I should clear it up now. I already cleared it up, but I didn't get to actually meet them, unfortunately. Okay. But in the actual video, they filmed separately, and then they put the 2 together afterwards. But
whoa!
Yeah, I got
so it looked as if you were.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And then I think the second time was their permission to dance concert.
Damn.
I was working as their dancer. So yeah.
At that point, you saw them.
Yeah, I didn't get to say hello, but they were right in front of me and stuff.
Oh my God,
so,
she's accomplishing all my dreams. Dang. Did you work with any other K-pop idols or celebrities?
Yeah, Taeyeon from 소녀시대.
Just casually name dropping. Taeyeon from 소녀시대. yeah.
But like,
who else?
NCT
Oh.
Dream.
It's getting worse.
No.
All the K-pop piece.
Yeah, it's
like
just-
here, like
it's just like
who is
music,
this girl?
music videos sort of thing.
Wow, that's just music videos.
No.
No big deal. No big deal.
No, I'm grateful. Like,
I
I
mean,
will say that I'm very
yeah,
grateful.
we were having lunch before, and
Mm.
then Vaughn and Iyanu was like, "Oh, like I was like, how did you guys like ever meet before?" And I was like, "Oh yeah, last time at the Gucci gig or something." It's like, oh.
Just casual.
People.
Casually, yeah, just-
Speaking of Vaughn, what have you been up to?
Mhm.
Yeah.
So kind of the same thing. Came to Korea. I came here originally as an English teacher.
Mhm.
I kind of knew I wanted to get into modeling and everything like that, but I lived in Busan, so I made the move to Seoul.
Busan, yes.
Well, this is when COVID happened,
Oh.
so nothing was really going on. But because of that, I started making videos, and from there got picked up to do like YouTube channels,
Oh.
which turned into commercials and photo shoots and everything like that. So even when people say like, "What do you do in Korea?" I never say like, "Oh, I'm a model."
No,
I just
it's
say I work in
embarrassing.
entertainment.
Yeah.
Well, no, I just because I don't want to make it to where it's like I just do this one
Just one.
thing.
Right,
Yeah.
right. So I've noticed for a lot of people in Korea, like actually COVID has weirdly benefited them a lot because like they've locked themselves in their rooms,
Mm.
had nothing else to do, like make videos and put themselves out there, and then like you get contacted by people and stuff like that.
Definitely, yeah.
Yeah,
If it wasn't for COVID, I'd
yeah, but that's a very interesting story. Okay, what about you, Jerry?
Me?
Mm.
Oh, yeah. That was like 6 years ago. Came to Korea, came here, studied, graduated, got into modeling. That was it.
You
Just
make it
straight
sound
up.
so
So
easy.
easy.
Like, oh,
Guys,
got to Korea,
study.
study. I got into modeling.
Yeah.
No.
He's like, I'm a model today.
But I'm sure there are a lot of like, I mean, you guys are gonna give out advice on how to like sustain your lives here with a lot of multiple jobs and gigs. I'm sure a lot of people would like to know a little bit of like the details on the story behind how you got into this. And I know that Jerry, you haven't said it yet, but like you have a pretty big YouTube channel as well. Like I don't know why you're not plugging that
Come
in
on, come on,
until
sir.
now.
He's famous.
Come
Yeah.
on.
I'm not that
Yeah.
famous, but yeah. I was a student, so I can use student visa to necessarily do maybe like anything major. But what I was able to do though was like I was able to like start a YouTube channel.
Mhm.
Yeah, and I might as well just do something different. So like I went to the streets, asked
Mhm.
like a bunch of Koreans as to like their opinions on like K-pop stuff and all that, and the K-Explorer. So it was more so last year, living in Korea for like a while, like I was very curious about like some certain things and how are other foreigners like living out here, because like I'm very sure like my story is actually different from like other people's like story. Just like that few thoughts I had, I was like, okay, I might as well just create a YouTube channel like regarding like my curiosity. So yeah.
Okay. I really respect you guys' hustle to do something more other than your initial purpose here. Yeah, that's one kind of attitude I've noticed from all the guests that were on KPC. The last episode, Alex and Lee, they were both from America and they were like hustling outside of their jobs too. So yeah, I think that's definitely a success factor. So a lot of people have been asking me over the years, how do you become this kind of figure in Korea as a foreigner? How do you do that and that? But I guess you guys are seeing the examples and the answers here. Like just challenge yourself, I guess. Put yourself out there, I guess.
Try.
Yeah. Try. Yeah. Just a fun question. What was the most memorable experience during your stay in Korea with your careers and stuff?
Like when it comes to entertainment here.
Yeah.
Back in 21,
Mhm.
Louis Vuitton decided to like want to work with BTS. Like
Okay.
they had the campaign type of thing. I was very lucky to be a part of that.
Hey,
What?
Let's
Yeah.
go.
What? Wait, so
Yeah.
you're saying, did you meet them?
I was supposed to meet them, but I had another job that day. So
Oh.
I did it like the second day. They came the first day.
But you still worked
my
with Louis
God, but-
Vuitton, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow, these people.
Let's go,
Yeah,
sir.
so I would say like that is
Let's
like one of my
go.
most like memorable.
Oh,
But hey, I mean like that is one. I'm pretty sure Iyanu here like has
Yeah,
a lot
Iyanu's
of
probably got, like-
yeah, like I'm pretty sure she has a lot of moments.
Putting me on
Drop
the spot.
them. Yeah, drop them.
I enjoy like every shoot that I do, to be honest, whether it's celebrity or not, to be
Mhm.
honest. But for me, I would say like one of my first shootings, it wasn't with anybody celebrity or anything, but it was for Samsung, and it was like a trampoline shoot. And I had
Wait,
to do
it wasn't for a celebrity or anything, but it was for Samsung.
Sorry.
I don't know if you guys have heard of them, but
It's like the biggest company in
No,
Korea.
no.
Yeah.
small little company.
Yeah.
Can't speak. Yeah. But I was really lucky at that time. And they had me like on a massive trampoline. And they had colored powder, I guess,
Okay.
all over the trampoline, and I had to like just jump in it, and so you had the colorful like sprays of stuff coming around. And yeah, I felt really lucky and grateful for that shoot. So I think because that was my first official shooting, I think that was probably one of my most memorable moments.
So your first official job was with Samsung, and you went on a
for
trampoline.
a commercial.
For a commercial on a trampoline. How better can it get?
It was physically strenuous, but at the same time, I was like, okay, might as well put my, all into it. So
okay.
Wait, so how many hours did you jump for?
About 10.
Seriously?
Yeah, like
seriously.
Yeah. Like I had a couple of breaks in between, but like about 10 hours was working.
And how many seconds were that in the commercial?
Oh, I think maybe like 15 seconds max. I think
10 hours of jumping in 15 seconds.
Yeah,
that's crazy. Oh my god.
Yeah, we work like 24 hours sometimes, and you get like 2 seconds of shots. And sometimes depends on what you do.
Okay.
But,
wow.
Life of a commercial model.
Yeah.
You can work for hours, and then like she said, like you'll be in it for like 0.5 seconds, like 2 seconds.
Wow.
But you spend like 18 hours working on that shoot.
Yeah. Alex mentioned before, he was like in a Korean movie, he shot for like hours and he got cut. He didn't even make it.
It happens. It really does happen.
I heard that. I mean, like when I heard that, like from Alex, I was like, yeah, Alex, I totally feel you. But like, I feel very sad, like hearing that from him. Yeah. But hey, Vaughn, recently though, like I literally like saw you like on a shoot that I was supposed to like get, but
wait.
Okay, you guys have some beef.
Bring it to the table.
What is this?
Controversy.
It's literally like more of my own beef. So
it's the elephant in the room. Okay, let's clear that.
That's why he brought us here today.
No, I'm just kidding. So it was more for, he knows what I'm talking about, like for Chevrolet.
Oh, were you supposed to be in that too?
Yeah, for Chevrolet. Yeah.
Yikes.
So tell us about
congratulations.
Thank you.
Like, dude, just so big. Tell us about it.
For the record, I didn't know you guys had anything like this. Like I don't know anything about this.
I didn't know that you were supposed to also be in the Chevrolet commercial, but it's a commercial where same thing, we shot for hours, like all day or whatever. I'm only in the commercial for 4 seconds, if that.
Lord.
But we're sitting around the campfire eating marshmallows, so you'll see me like pulling the marshmallow away, and it like
that's cute.
Look at his face right now. He's like,
that was supposed to be mine.
Nah, not really. But like when I got like the confirmation that hey, like I wasn't picked out. Of course, like as a model, like you feel like a certain type of way. But then when I saw like the model that I actually like got the role, I was like, okay, I can lose to like I can lose to him.
You can rest.
I can lose to him. So yeah, so that's like a fun one. Enjoying it.
I will say I do I feel the same way whenever I don't get picked for something, but then you find out like who does, and you're like, okay, like it's somebody that I know, it's a friend of mine, like it's fine.
Yeah.
Oh, so they contact several models and then they like do camera tests or whatever.
Yeah, you have to like audition for it or send in pictures or go to a casting.
Oh, I am totally ignorant about this world, so like that's why we're here today. And so let's get into a little bit of a deeper subject here. Can you share your experience as being like a specifically Black model in Korea? Because, a lot of white models have been here for ages and they've been getting jobs. The stereotype here is like the beauty standards, they're all into like white people and stuff. So I would imagine there would be some hardships, differences, and difficulties being a Black model in Korea. So do you have any like episodes or thoughts about that?
Yeah, definitely. I know, like I said, when I first started getting into modeling, it was around the time like where COVID, it was at the point where we could start meeting each other and stuff. And that's when I started trying to go to castings and, get an agency and stuff. And I remember when I was first looking around at the time, I still want to say like white beauty was still very favored. This was only like 2020 though. And I know when I was looking for an agency, I went to one and I was really excited about them because I know certain people that they signed and I wanted to join and I was excited to get out there. And they were like, basically like, because you're short, like you're not going to get any roles. Because you're Black, you're not going to be anything more than just an extra. Like, but we will sign you.
The agency said that?
The agency told me that.
Blatantly?
Yeah. Straight up. They had a translator and the translator was telling me everything.
Oh, that's worse.
It's even worse when they're translating.
Yeah, so I don't know. Maybe the white translator was lying to me. I don't know.
I'm so sorry.
To get your Black ass out of here.
Could be.
But they were telling me like I could only be an extra, but they will sign me and all this stuff. But I just kind of told them like, I feel like these are your limitations. That's what you think. Like, I know what I have to offer. I know what I have to bring to the table. Like, I'm going to be more than that. And they kind of were like, if you leave, like, you're not going to find anyone who's going to sign you.
Mm-hmm.
So I didn't sign to them and just went around, did my own research, found somebody else. And I don't really do extra work. I've done a lot more than that. So like, it is possible. And I think I came at a time where it was like, now, like, they wanted to see more diversity. They wanted to see more Black people. And then we were those faces who were out there all the time.
Mm-hmm.
So that was my experience with it.
Yeah.
Okay.
I feel like for me, it's really random how I started. Like I went to Fashion Week with a friend, photographer, just to help out. And somehow people took my picture, and then I put those pictures on Instagram, and then somehow people started DMing me. And at that time, I think there wasn't many Black models around, actually.
When was this?
Like 2018.
2018. Okay.
Yeah. So I was about to leave Korea. And there wasn't many of us. So at that time, I felt like they used me a lot, but just more for the, the diversity kind of concept, So I would be like here or sprinkled around. But usually when you're at a shoot, it's very rare that you have like more than one Black model too. Mm-hmm. It's usually just one of us. So I was like, okay. But I think over the years, it's kind of changing. Mm-hmm. Like around now, I think there are more diverse Black models. So we have a lot of mixed models and stuff like this. And at the time, I think they preferred a darker skin model, which I was and am. But these days, I think they're looking for more diversity. Mm-hmm. I don't think it's a bad thing, but it's changed a lot.
Yeah. You said for the sake of diversity in the beginning, they casted you. You felt that, right?
Yeah, definitely.
What do you think is the difference from those ages and now, like where it's getting more prevalent and more common to see darker skin models?
I think it's the same. At that time, they really didn't, because there wasn't many models. So they really just kind of chose whoever was here, but now they have more options. And especially if you're working for like bigger companies like Samsung, and they're global too. So they need the diversity there because they're, marketing to the world. Mm-hmm. So I think they need it more, but I think they're more specific of who they choose. I would say that, yeah.
So basically the market is getting global and the Korean companies are targeting those markets. So they're catering towards it's the right direction.
With the explosion of like K-pop and Squid Games and everything like that, like there's an influx of foreigners that are coming to Korea.
That's
so
true.
Now they know like, oh, people love Korea. People are paying attention to us. We have to market to people who aren't just white or Korean. And like, that's why they...
Okay.
Yeah.
Finally.
I mean,
it's true.
Yeah. And of course, like to add to that, it's more so, you need to have a certain type of image the market like wants from you. And specifically for Korea, especially like for Black models, like they have a certain like type of stereotypes, the kind of look you need to have for the fashion like part. Not necessarily, I don't know about commercial as much.
It was really cool.
No,
really?
It's cool.
Yeah,
hip,
I was gonna ask
hip.
Iyanu actually. Like for me, I'm a happy, smiley person, but they're like, all right, but be cool, be hip,
same.
Yeah,
yeah. They're like, oh, we want a hip hop like image,
Hip-hop,
like swag. Come on, like give us
the swag.
This.
One more swag.
Just give it to me. And I'm just like, I just want to smile and look pretty.
Yeah. But then when you do smile, they're like, oh, I like your smile. We want you to smile.
Exactly. And then they like laugh all the time. And it's
okay. So this kind of image they want. Okay.
Yeah, that type of image. And then for fashion, it's more so, like the hip hop, type of thing.
Yeah,
you need to be on braids. Like most of the successful
braids
fashion Black models that I know in Korea are all on braids or like dreads.
Dreads, natural curls.
Natural curls and all that. So
and do you think that's because those agencies or Koreans think that's tied to hip hop culture, or like why is that?
I mean, I feel like it stems from
just that imagery of the Black
representation.
Exactly.
It's like if they think of a Black person, that's what they
okay.
That's like the strongest image of a Black person.
Okay.
Technically, because I know that I've been trying to like get into like curls for like quite a while now. I remember last year I did my hair like curly for like just a couple of months. 0 jobs.
They want the braids.
No way.
Braids.
I'm literally like serious. I went back to cornrow.
The jumps are flocking in.
Yeah, I was like, what? It makes no sense.
Wow, that's definitely not a coincidence.
No, it's
Wow.
not. No, I was
I'm
like
shocked.
learned the hard way. Yeah.
Yeah. Same with me actually. They always want my hair like out like this curly. For women, they want it curly. If I have it like in other kind of styles, they're just like, yeah, no.
No, they want to see the actual, the natural hair.
So Jerry, when you were not having these jobs, these opportunities, I guess you went to like the casting and sent over your profiles and stuff. And when they saw your hair, did they comment about it?
Yeah, no, that is the thing, like with the agencies, my agency, of course, like they're pretty good, but it's more like they keep using, like an image of me from back in the days. It's not that long. Like when I had braids, like that's the image like they use like on my com card. So like when they send it to like the client expects me to have like that certain type of image. Usually, although I tell my agency that yes, like I already changed my look or I'm gonna change my look and like type of thing. So like when I go there, they're like, okay, I would like you to be, like on that hair, like type of thing. I'm like, oh, okay. I don't get offended by that. I could easily like go back to that. But what I'm trying to say is just like, I would like to, just have like a different type of image without having like all my photos be like of me with like a certain type of hair.
You want to branch out.
Yeah,
different styles.
Different concepts and stuff.
I mean, speaking of, I love your hair, Vaughn.
Thank you.
Delicious.
Did you get affected by this kind of stuff too?
No, actually, I think I book more jobs when I'm blonde.
Really?
Than if I have black hair. Because it makes me stand out. I think that when they think of black models here, most black models have black hair. So this stands out. And it's something that they haven't seen. Plus, I had wavy hair, so that they really like the waves.
Yeah.
Plus, with the blonde hair, you can add other colors in there. So when I went to Fashion Week, I always like have different designs in my head, and they were like, "Oh, it's so cool! You can do this and do that." And then they want to play with my hair and do stuff. That actually started from a shoot that I did. I did a lookbook, and she spray painted the side of my head like with a design in it. And I was like,
that's cool.
I'm gonna start doing this. Like it was dope. Yeah.
You said like you might change your hair.
Certain jobs want me to have black hair. I mean, if they want me to change my hair, they have to pay for it.
Yeah.
Okay. But you're okay in like changing your hairstyle for the job though.
Yeah, I don't mind. It's just hair.
Okay. Because like I mean, he wasn't black, but I had a friend who was supposed to be on like a Korean TV show. His hair was like hippie style, and the producer was like, "That kind of looks messy. So could you like clean it up a little bit and cut it like short?" And he was like, "I'm not touching my hair for this job. This is what I like. This is what I want to look like, and I don't get why my hair is affecting your production or anything." So he was like, "I'm not doing that." And at the end, I don't think he got hired for that. But what do you think about that kind of perspective? Some people would want to stand up for their like looks currently, right? So
honestly, with the modeling market, there are different type of like modeling. Like it's a very broad term.
Yeah.
Like it took me like a whole while to like really understand like the different type of modeling because I don't actually like get angry, but like I always get sad as to, like why I don't book in like commercial jobs. Honestly, like that is where the money is. For fashion, like it's just the name, the fame, that's it. Like it doesn't put much food on your table, that type of thing. But anyways, so being like a fashion model, it's more so what the client wants, type of thing. Although, I can actually like argue like I want, like a certain type of look, a certain type of, like style. Like one day I want to like keep this thing, but I won't be able to like book that much jobs. So like as a model, like you have to be very flexible.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So like if the client wants it, you kind of try to fit to that.
Yeah, chances are I leave the age, or like I just leave the industry. Like for me, like that is my hot take on it.
Okay.
I'll say like if my hair was long, like say my hair was long like his, like I have short hair, so I don't mind switching it up because it's already short. I can cut it. It'll go right back. It's fine. But if I have long hair and they're like, we want you to cut it short, like for something like that for one job, I don't know if I'm going to do it because I still have to think of the other jobs that I plan on booking or that I'm in talks with, because we're always working on something. We always have something that's kind of like set up or on the way. So you don't want to mess up all those just for one job.
But since we're talking about hair, I've seen a lot of videos that random strangers often touch your hair. Is that true?
Yeah.
I mean, of course it's true because it's from the videos and stuff, but like it's very like, I can't believe like some people come up to you and randomly touch your hair.
Yeah, I was in the bar the other day and this woman that works there, she was like, "Oh, I saw you in a commercial." And I was like, "Oh yeah, like that's me." And then she just starts touching my hair. And I was like,
yo.
What?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's that look?
I'm just like taking it back.
I've had my hair touched. I've had them like just do like this or just scratch. Like I don't know about you, Iyanu, but maybe Jerry. Do they like touch your body, like try to feel your muscles and stuff?
Yeah, it's happened.
yeah.
Like I was like on the train and sitting next to me was an ajuma, and she just as soon as I sat down, she was just looking. She's like, and then I was like, "You good?" kind of thing. And then she was just like, "I know 예쁘다 이렇게 잘생 입이 진짜." And I'm just like, okay, how do I like approach this? I don't really know what to do, because obviously it's you want to say like don't touch me, and usually I'm just like but when they're older also you don't want to be rude, so it's
and know where it's coming from, but at the same time
it's just like it's really awkward. I don't really take it from younger people personally. If they like come up to me and they want to touch, I say no, but it was awkward. It's just awkward.
I just don't understand. Like, if you're Korean and you're watching this and you've ever done that before, like,
please don't do it.
Oh my God.
I would say, like, I've been like pretty much lucky to like haven't had that experience. So lucky.
Maybe because you're like a fashion model or like tall and like
not really.
Yeah.
For me, I don't know. Like sometimes like whenever I hear like some certain stories from like my friends or like all the foreigners, I'm like, I've been living in the same Korea. Because I'm like, why?
I understand.
But like, like it's wild.
Yeah, I mean, it's case by case.
It is.
Person to person. So yeah, there are stories here and there from everyone. So okay, so we've talked about hair for a while. But yeah, I was pretty shocked with the hair too. But are there any kind of like unfairness or discrimination as a Black model in the market here?
It's not like fully unfair in terms of, you see it and it's unfair. But I will say that when it comes to payment, it tends to be like, for instance, like if they book a white model, they will, for instance, the white model's like, I don't really want this pay, so I want higher. They will accept that payment most of the time, like straight away. However, if we ask, actually, we've got the same role, by the way, and we say, could you possibly increase the payment a little bit? They'll be like, sorry, the budget's too low. We can't do that. And they say it as if, the company can't hire that, but it just means that they don't want to give that budget towards us. So,
that happens a lot.
This happens a lot.
All the time.
Yeah.
Like I've also been in a situation where we had the same job. I think my role was even bigger than his.
It happens.
And something happened to where they ended up having to pay us more, but they only paid me a certain amount, and I thought he got the same thing. And then later I found out he got like 3 times as much.
Yes.
3 times?
3 times as much. And I was like, what? And there was nothing that I could, they were like, because they told me, this is the most we can give you. So kind of like, take it or leave it kind of thing. And he said that they offered him that. He said, no, like, I'm not going to accept it.
Yeah.
And he got 3 times as much.
Yeah.
What is the logic behind that? Like,
he's white.
That's crazy. Like, you got the same roles,
if not
same
better.
time, same shoot.
No, I'll even tell you. There was one time I went to a shoot for this company, and the models that was supposed to come just
didn't come.
Decided they weren't going to come the day of the shoot. Like we had to shoot in like an hour.
Jeez.
So they were like, Ron, do you know like any white models that could come right now that could help? And I was like, let me see. So I call up a friend. The friend comes. We do the shoot.
Yeah.
And at the end of the shoot, he asked me. My friend was like, hey, how much are they paying you for this? I told him what I was getting paid. He told me what he was getting, which was more than what I was getting.
Even though he found you.
Yeah. I was like, I found you.
Yeah.
And he just had to stand in the background. He didn't even have any speaking roles, anything.
That's
and they
crazy.
were paying him more
That's
than
unbelievable.
me. Yeah. So I was like, he was like, do not accept anything. Like, you need to be getting paid at least what I get paid. So I had to fight for it. I got it. But the thing is, they were literally just going to just pay him all this money and give me pennies, basically.
It's true. And the thing is like, there's only so much you can negotiate with them. Like, it's a really awkward situation sometimes, because you know that your worth is this much.
Yeah.
But if you demand too much, they probably won't book you for the job too.
Exactly.
There's some
so you
power
have,
dynamics.
so you have to be kind of, I guess, smart about how you negotiate. But even though you should get more, they always kind of say, oh no, we can't do it. And then you find out other people, like you've had, as you said, like you have a good role, you have a better role, a slightly higher role, and the other person still gets more than you.
This is just all unbelievable to me. Oh my God, that's crazy. I think you guys should make a labor union or something. Like, raise the price of all that. I legit think you guys.
Well, Iyanu's right too. You have to be careful how you how you handle it too, because word gets around. So if you're deemed like they're difficult to work with or something, you just not get jobs sometimes.
I guess like it's the model industry and it's pretty small, secluded. Yeah. Oh my God. So Jerry, what about you?
For me, I've been lucky enough to be at a stage whereby like my YouTube is like my full-time
Oh,
job.
okay.
So usually whenever
for
I
you,
get to know like a low bar like park type of rate, I don't even respond.
Oh, it's like,
Yeah,
this is like,
yeah.
get out of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's fair enough.
Yeah.
Like y'all know better.
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
yeah.
Oh my God. That is just so crazy. Like,
Yeah.
It's wild.
it's awful. Oh,
But I do feel that we're still doing our due diligence here too, because like
Yeah.
we still are representing a whole community of like Black entertainers, Black models. So like by doing the right thing on set and not accepting these lowball offers and just being an inspiration to other people, I still feel like we're doing our job
Definitely.
at the same time.
Yeah, I think we're just trying to be a good role model for ourselves and others is good, but obviously not put too much pressure on yourself to do that too is important. Yeah.
Besides that, I feel like I haven't really faced too much discrimination
Yeah.
or like it's when it comes to the industry.
But yeah, within
I
this
mean, but
industry,
then
not
pay
so
is like the most important
Yeah.
thing. Right?
Yeah. So besides the most important
Besides
thing,
that.
no.
Yeah.
Besides the most important thing. I've been with like one of my ex-girlfriends was a model. She was white, but she wasn't like the typical blonde, blue eyes model. And she was very tall. She was brunette. And it was very hard for her too, because like even when she was white, the agencies wouldn't call her because they wanted mid-sized, skinny, white, blonde, blue eyes
Yeah.
girls. And then that's one of the reasons she wasn't getting any jobs. And then we had to go long distance and all that kind of stuff. So I was like very furious at the Korean model industry back then. And then hearing this too, like it's, oh my God. I mean, no offense to your jobs and
No,
stuff,
no,
but
no,
like
no.
those kind of things needs to be fixed.
Yeah.
There needs to be something done to that. But I hope this podcast can do at least some kind of good.
Fingers crossed.
Yeah.
Before we go on, a special thanks to the sponsor of this episode, Naked Soul, bringing Korea into your hands with authentic, curated, made in Korea products you can't get on Amazon. They have fast global shipping, and right now, as of April 1st, they are having a limited sale on super high quality BTS D Festa photo books, celebrating BTS Jimin's successful solo album release. So go check it out along with other hip Korean products you can't find anywhere else other than Naked Soul. But we did briefly mention that it's kind of getting better nowadays. And did you see any kind of improvement in the recent years? Any positive sides?
From when I first came to Korea, I think now, like when I walk the streets, or I remember maybe like a year and a half ago walking around in Hongdae when they had like advertisements for masks, and the face of that was a Black model, and I was like, oh my God, like I took a picture of it and everything. But just seeing more representation at the forefront, I think has been a big change in my eyes of diversity in Korea versus just only seeing the white models or only seeing Korean models.
That's true.
Okay.
And like I have I know like some friends that have like done really amazing big jobs that I'm mad surprised by. Like
Can you give an example?
Oh, okay. One of my friends, like he worked with Jesse.
Jesse.
The rapper.
Rapper.
Yeah. So I think the whole image was actually like all over Seoul, and like the company that I worked for, the brand, like they had like a very big office in Hongdae, like on the Hongdae fashion street there, and I literally saw this dude. Like I was like, what? It's amazing. Yeah. I'm pretty sure I didn't know who I'm talking about.
That's cool when you see your friends around the city though. Like, I saw you in the store.
I literally do that all the time. Like every time I'm in like Hongdae or like just around, I always take a video picture of any friends that I see. Like I had a friend and he worked for Nike, and I was just like, yo, that's actually amazing.
Oh, that's good. Like you're seeing your friends doing big gigs, big jobs.
We hype each other up. I love it.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Also having jobs, for instance, like beauty, for instance, like a lot of the times they would have maybe just a Korean model and maybe a white model. And I understand because obviously the makeup doesn't always cater to all skin tones. However, it's nice that these days they also have a Black model too. Like almost every single like beauty shooting that they do is like Black model. So I have a couple of friends that works with a Tude House, Innisfree and these kind of things. And I'm proud, it's just nice to see that there's more diversity within Korea and not just abroad only. So yeah.
That's amazing. It's your house.
Yeah.
Wow. I can't even imagine that like 2 years ago.
Jerry,
Yeah,
you
like 2
seem
years
to be
ago.
very into K-beauty, like cosmetics.
Look at his face. He was like,
because like these
Honestly,
guys
yeah.
during lunch, they were like
They were
complimenting each other's skin. It was
Oh my
like,
God, what's your routine? Drop it.
like I was like, oh,
But then Vaughn though, like, let's talk about your products. Let's
let's talk about his products.
You know what's crazy? On my Instagram, I actually made a whole video of like my skincare routines. If you want to see
Check
the
out
stuff
my
I use,
Instagram.
but I get all my stuff from Olive Young. It's nothing crazy. Yeah, definitely get your vitamin C serum, all that hyaluronic acid from The Ordinary.
Yep.
Yeah, after this podcast, I'll definitely check it out.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, no, it's just like I need to like skin
And just drink a lot of water.
Let's do that one part again, like asking our own ages.
Oh,
like
yeah.
I just want to
my
recite, like do
gosh.
that, relive that moment again. So, how old are you, Iyanu?
What year?
I'm 25, so
Okay.
97.
97.
Mhm.
Jerry.
Also 97, 26.
Okay, these guys are the Gen Z here, and
Gen
then
Z.
he's
I guess.
like the
So
we're
millennial,
sitting right
like,
here.
yeah. So 92, yeah.
Okay.
94. No, I'm just kidding. I'm also 92. I'm 30.
Jeez. You can't believe it. Can you?
That expression there.
He was like,
I-
no.
It was. I swear, it was like two times better than that.
Yeah,
It was
Yeah.
like
it was a lean in, like,
Literally. How?
the world is
That's serious.
present. Yeah, so go check out Vaughn's skin
Skincare
routine.
routine, yeah.
Do you have a YouTube channel?
no, I don't.
You should
I
make
had
one.
one, but I don't use it anymore.
Yeah, you should do like skincare and that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
And his anti-aging secrets.
Yes.
Yeah.
Just on my TikTok and my Instagram.
Oh, you have TikTok then?
Mhm.
Okay, plug.
Yeah. Ariana Latte.
What? For real?
It's like Ariana Grande.
Really?
Is it really?
Yeah.
Oh,
That's a nice
I feel
handle.
like okay.
Well, I started my TikTok because I just wanted it to just be fun and like not have it tied to my name at all. And I
Uh-huh.
used that, and then it was
It's done
found
well,
by
okay.
everyone. Yeah.
Speaking of social media, though, like has social media impacted your careers and life in Korea?
Oh,
Oh,
always?
100% for me.
100%. Yeah.
Yeah, that's where most of my jobs come from. It's
Mm.
like through DMs, and they find me through hashtags or see
Uh-huh.
me tagged in something else, and
Right.
they reach out.
You have a TikTok, and you just said you're just
Mhm.
making fun videos. It's
Mhm.
not specifically for modeling and stuff. It's not like a portfolio or
No.
anything, but people see that and then
Mm.
they contact you for like modeling gigs too.
Some of them have, but just
Uh-huh.
because they're like, oh, I like your presence on here.
Ah,
And I was
okay.
also in a relationship for a while, so it was like a couple videos. And then, but now it's just like random stuff, some skincare stuff.
Mm.
Okay.
What about you,
I think-
Jerry? Oh.
I think I'm on the wrong side of like social media. I don't think I've got I have like another social media where I just upload, like my work, like just stuff. But I haven't done like anything there. Like, and the last time I got a job there, I think that was almost 2 years now.
From social media.
Yeah.
Really?
Oh,
Is it
okay.
because you do fashion, you think?
Yeah.
Hey,
I
Just lookbooks. Like I just have the same
Mm.
photos of the same hairstyle.
Okay.
Are you willing to do any TikTok videos in the future?
I mean, I do TikTok, but like it's just interviews. So like it's
Ah.
over like almost 200K now type of thing. But
He's killing
Okay.
it.
No,
He's
no,
like,
no,
no,
it's
just
200K.
200K.
no, like it's
It's whatever.
Have like
or anything.
14.
You know.
But Iyanu though, you have like 5,000, right?
On
Instagram.
Instagram. We're
Yeah.
getting there. We're almost at 5,000.
Yeah.
Hopefully, like, a couple.
After this podcast, that's going to be like 10K. Yeah.
I hope so. That'll be cool. But
Yeah, because I think it pinned like some of your major job, like
yeah,
your reels
Yes.
like up. Yeah.
I think for me, like, without social media, I wouldn't be doing this job. Just to say it like this, because every job I started with social media. Like I got work through the Instagram initially, and I think for YouTube also, like some people would see videos. I did like a couple of like TV shows here and there, some singing stuff. So people would message me and be like, "Hey, I saw you on this, and I saw you on that." And yeah, so I think without social media, this job would be
Oh.
for me impossible.
So Jerry, I think you might need to
Yeah.
start like your personality-based
Get on,
TikTok
yeah.
or something, and then
Show us who you are.
yeah.
I know.
Yeah, get out
should.
of the
I mean,
interviewer side and
honestly.
like be
Yeah.
the interviewee now.
Yeah, let someone interview you.
Yeah.
Well,
Could
like
do.
that is what David is currently doing. So yeah, I mean, if
This
you like me through the podcast, you might as well just reach out, I guess.
Yeah. Let's do that.
So basically, I was saying my very first job came from social media. I got reached out to by a company called Coco Rose Beauty. It's a skincare brand for Black owned.
Oh,
And
Let's go.
I was still a teacher at the time, but luckily I could make my own schedule. So I had like a 2.5 hour break. So I was like, all right, I'm just going to walk around for a little bit. And they let me leave the school. And I took a taxi and booked it to the other side of Seoul, did the audition, then came back. And then I found out I got booked for it. So obviously it was during a school day. So I had to like play sick. So I couldn't go to school. I couldn't teach the
as
kids
we do.
as we do.
Yeah.
And I shot it, but it was my very first time ever shooting anything that was like major. And I basically had to be naked. Like I was only wearing a robe and underwear in front of all these people. And I'm like, oh my God.
You did so well for your first shoot.
My
Because
first
I
one.
remember seeing those photos. And I
Thank
was
you.
like, is he been here for a while, hasn't
No,
he? No.
I was so nervous.
Yeah.
Like Aisha is like a veteran model. Like she went in there, she was just like posing, like bam, bam. And I'm like, I have no idea what to do with that. It's just a beautiful woman. And I just have to like lay on her and just like, we have to be a couple.
Oh, you did
But it
really
was
well.
nerve wracking.
But hey, just like for context, and like Vaughn has a great body.
Oh, yeah.
Just he has a good, like, just
He
check out his
works.
I'll work
Instagram.
out
He
a
works
time or
out,
two.
yeah.
Is it on his Instagram?
It is on
Okay,
his
go
Instagram.
check him out.
I'm shy. I cover up. I'm very modest.
What do you mean you're
lying.
shy?
Why the hell
We
you
were talking
lying?
in lunch before. Then me and Jerry and I we were like, I'm not that party kind of person. Like I just like home. And then he was like, I'm shy too. Like I don't like parties. And everybody was like,
Yeah, Iyanu was like, you're always in the streets.
Stop. Why are you lying for?
Nah.
I'm very
okay.
extroverted. Yeah.
Yeah, he is, which is actually like, pretty good. And, it's actually like, pretty nice to see, like beauty brands, like, work with, Black models, which I mean, like you can't even imagine like 3 years ago, that type of thing, like in Korea.
Right. I even heard it's even hard to find your like skin tone color in like the olive youngs or whatever.
was.
Yeah.
It was back in the
Before
day.
Sephora came to Korea, I think it was almost impossible.
Oh.
Like I never bought foundation here at all.
Uh-huh.
But then Sephora opened up like maybe 2 years ago now, I think, and they have Fenty Beauty.
Yeah.
So I think then from then people were able to get their skin tone a bit more.
Okay.
So yeah, it's a bit easier now. But even to this day, I go to shoots and they ask me, "Oh, can you bring your foundation color?" And I always bring it anyways, just for safety, because I've been burned in the past a few times.
You look ghastly.
Yeah.
Oh.
But then sometimes I go there and they're like, "Oh, actually, we have our own," but it's like 10 shades either too light or gray looking on my skin, and I'm just here like, "Oh, okay." So I just be like, "I've got my own." So yeah.
That's another hardship. Like you have to bring your own cosmetics.
Yeah.
And stuff. Oh.
And sometimes not all Korean makeup artists know how to do makeup on other people that are non-Korean, to be honest. Because sometimes like shade matching, even just lips shades, sometimes they go a little bit crazy. So sometimes I just have to tell them, actually, can you go a bit darker or change this a little bit? But I don't want to seem difficult too, because sometimes they're like, it's my job kind of thing. But
Yeah, speaking of makeup, like, oof, I would say, like one of the major struggles I've had, like just going into photo shoots is definitely, like makeup. I've never been, like type of guy, like I would go to like to set and be worried about makeup. I'm like, yeah.
No,
but then like after, like getting like really important jobs, like over the years, I've been getting like surprising, like really, really bad makeups, like super light. I'm like, do I even look normal to you? It makes no sense.
Everyone's the
mad.
whole shoot. Yeah.
I know. And usually when I see myself, when the image comes out, I'm like, no, this
that was not
like,
my face.
yeah, like it's so bad. But
yeah.
although like in between, like that, I've actually had like some God sense, some like God level, like
God
makeup
level.
artists
Okay.
come up and like just they did the makeup so natural.
Oh.
Yeah.
And I was like, Jesus, where have you been? Like, yeah, it was wild. But like, I think like after that woman, I've never gotten anything good.
Really?
That's the best when you find someone like that. If you can get my eyebrows looking fire, I love you. Like I don't even care what the rest of the face looks like.
Oh
Yeah.
wow! So you can't have like designated makeup artists or anything. It's just like the agency,
Whoever
they call.
they
Whoever
hired
the
for that
client
day.
wants,
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay.
David, have you received any makeup before?
No,
No,
I just
no?
put like little BB. That's it. Yeah.
That's okay.
Sun cream.
Mm.
But yeah, that was a very interesting talk.
Okay.
So I think there would be a lot of viewers that want to come to Korea who are Black as well and would want to aspire like good jobs. So what would be your advice to these people who want to come to Korea and pursue like their job as like a model or an entertainer? Yeah.
Like do your research firstly, try to look around and don't just settle for like the first agency or first person that might show interest. I think just make sure you look around. And I want to say that it's not all rainbows and sunshine. You're not working every day. So there will be periods of moments and times where you don't have work.
Yeah.
And you're going to have to try to money manage pretty well, I'd say, like future wise. So just know that it's not perfect smoothing, but obviously try your hardest, get like good pictures taken as well, like simple pictures, nothing too crazy. But yeah, it's possible, but you just have to make sure you really look out for the right places and stuff.
Okay. Bon?
I definitely say, like, if you're going to come, try to learn a little bit of the language first before you get here.
Yeah, that helps.
So that you can, it's just going to be more comfortable for you and for them. 2, come here with an open mind, like whatever country you come from, whatever customs you guys have, kind of leave that at the door and be open to accepting another culture and how things are done here. And that's going to make your experience here a lot better and you more of a joy to work with, which is going to lead to more jobs as well. And I had a third point, but I forgot. My third point, kind of going off of what Iyanu said, like, you're not going to work every single day, but you also don't think that you're just going to get an agency and then, everything's taken care of for me because I have an agency. You need to have that hustle inside of you and about you, and you can't be scared to post pictures or put yourself out there or go to meetings and do everything to make yourself known, because otherwise you will be forgotten about or left behind. Like, you need to put that fire under your ass to make sure that you're getting work and that people see who you are, or you will not work. You won't make money. Yeah. Because like, I do know models here who like were signed before me that are too scared to put themselves out there and too shy, and they don't work. And I'm always, y'all see my Instagram. I'm always posting. I'm always doing something.
It's important though. Like make sure people keep seeing you so that they know, this person's active. So they want to book you and stuff. So yeah, I think that's important.
That's a nice point. I was wondering, since we talked about a lot of the hardships, any advice on how to like cope with that when you're confronting that kind of situation here?
In terms of rejection, I would say just everyone gets rejected. It's like the next person, white, black, everyone gets rejected. But I think making sure that you have knowing your like own self-worth and having sort of a self-confidence, and also knowing that, okay, I got rejected for this job, that means something better is going to come along. I think that kind of mindset is good to have as well. That's how I handle it anyways. Yeah.
Which is good. And also like having, people around you that you can just like talk to. Like it helps a lot.
Having people around you.
Also, don't compare your journey to somebody else's, because it happens to all of us. Like, you might be hot and popping for one a season where you're always getting booked and then nothing. And then for your friend, they might have nothing while you're popping, but it's a trade-off. Yeah. So just know that the work will come back around.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. Vaughn, so you're not teaching anymore, right?
No, I haven't taught since 2020, 2021.
Okay. Yeah. So you fully converted into a model and entertainer. Well, okay. That's amazing. Yeah. I think a lot of people would want to go that route too. Cause like, even for Alex, I heard every foreigner's dream here is to get out of teaching.
Yeah. Anything but.
Yeah. And Jerry, last words of advice to the people.
From a fashion model.
Yes. Oh, from a fashion model. Oh, well.
High fashion model.
Oh my.
High fashion. Mr. Louis Vuitton.
With
Honestly.
No big deal.
You guys are way too sweet. Like, don't come to Korea. The market is very, very saturated. No, I'm just kidding.
I was like, this is the real talk,
that
guys.
Could be a take,
No. Like coming to Korea and like finding your personal style, like it's just something that I would say, like I've really like tend to appreciate like over the years. People out here dress nice.
They do.
You dress well, people look at you differently. So you come out here, dress nice. Like you follow like every Korean
whatever that means.
or like girl, like any, like I'm a guy, girl, or like, just go to their Instagram, look at how, like they dress, try and like follow something like that. I know a lot of people, I talk about personal style and all that. I'm like, don't worry. Once you start copying it, like once you start copying them, you'll find your personal style type of thing. Like that just fits the Korean market. Yeah.
And you yourself too.
You yourself too, because I feel like, when you come out here and you're not well dressed, you feel a certain way. Foreigners actually like live here for long. I could be like they dress well. So just dress well.
You never know who you're gonna run into too.
It's
like
true.
always dress like you're like an opportunity is coming.
No, honestly, I was in like Hongdae the other day, just going to a cafe, and then I saw like the director of a shooting that I did, and he was like, "Oh, Iyanu," and I was like, "Hi." But I was like, thankfully, I was like, okay, I put makeup on that day, so I was like, okay, that works. But yeah, you never know who you run into. You can run into random celebrities too.
That's true.
Wow. You gotta
I guess that's a pretty professional mindset, because a lot of people think it's very suffocating. Some people say like Korea, you always have to look good, dress well, and like look a certain way. But yeah, I guess if you're in the industry and stuff, yeah, to some extent,
It helps.
yeah.
You don't have to go crazy,
No.
but just look presentable.
Just put on a pinky ring and some shades, even if you're just bummy. That's
Good.
fashion, yeah.
Yeah, honestly.
I mean,
Yeah.
I mean, like if you look like Vaughn, of course, like you
No.
fire. But, like, yeah, you look fire, but
The
like, yeah, you
bromance
know.
here.
You know what's so funny though? Like the only time I'm dressed bad, I guess, is if I'm like walking my dog. Like I'll just walk him looking like a bum in my
Yeah.
neighborhood, and I'm like, I'll try to avoid people, but I'm like, you guys know I can dress. Like,
Mm.
don't
promise.
stare at me like
Promise.
that.
I can dress.
The lady at the GS sees me looking ridiculous all the time.
Look, yeah, it's always the case though.
Yeah.
But yeah, David, do you have any advice for
Yeah.
like, all the foreigners?
Me?
To come out, yeah, like for me.
I mean, I'm a Korean, so like I don't know if I can say anything, but I think observing all the guests I've seen, the most important thing is like if you want to get out of English teaching and stuff, and if you want to have a more fun and vital life here, just put yourself out there. Like as we've said, on social media or go to parties, meet people. Connections are very big in Korea as well. They get you
Yeah.
jobs, they give you opportunities.
Networking.
Yes, networking. So like if you're just at your house, not doing anything, staying depressed, why am I not getting any jobs?
Yeah.
Try to do something. I know it might be very hard, but like at least post something or like go on YouTube videos, do collaborations. And I'm really grateful to you guys because like right now, like this is like a Kickstarter project. So I don't have any appearance fees or anything. So I literally just bought these guys lunch. That's all I
fine.
could do.
We like to eat.
I'm full.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
everybody here just came out of like good faith, goodwill, and they're just like on my podcast. So like I think this might sound weird, but this is one sort of like mentality that puts you in advantage than others and like puts you
Yeah.
out there. So
Definitely.
Collaborations.
Yeah,
for sure.
Yeah.
100%.
And just so you guys know, like I'm a fan of David.
Yeah,
He's a big fan.
So like,
yeah.
well, yeah, when a celebrity calls you, like you come, right? Like you don't ask too much.
no. I'm so like honored. Jerry said like he watched our channel like years ago, and I was like, okay. Yeah, so thank you so much, Jerry.
Thank you for having me. It's
Yeah,
great.
it was so pleasing to have everybody here. Thank you for coming again.
No problem.
And
Thanks for having us.
yes, this was KPC episode, I don't know, 4 or 5.
One of them.
He's definitely four.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, speaking of collabs, I saw Vaughn do a collab with Sean Solo.
Oh, yeah.
And in the next episode, actually, like in a couple hours, Sean's going to be in this studio.
My
So
boy Sean. What's up, Sean? Couldn't wait for you.
yeah,
Sorry.
so go look forward to the next episode as well. I hope you enjoyed this topic. If you have any other recommendations, questions, put them in the comments. Go follow these guys in their socials.
But hey, David, we never got to talk about your favorite pizza topping.
Yeah.
My
is it
favorite
pineapple?
pizza
Yeah.
topping. No, I already said it a couple times. It's pepperoni. So
Oh.
that's why I said you're a man
Match
of
made
class.
in heaven.
Okay, so that was it. Just letting you guys know that we have a Patreon. If you want to support the podcast, please consider checking it out. We have perks such as early access, full versions of the podcast. I do solo podcasts on there about my life in Korea, stuff like that. So please check that out. And please share this podcast to your friends that might be interested in life in Korea from different perspectives and all different toppings. So that was it.
Yeah.
And we will see you guys in the next one.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye bye.